Are we live? We're live.
That's the quietest we've been on an intro.
We're waiting. I know. I'm like trying to. I think I need to mute. I think I need to mute it.
Hi, you guys.
Oh, you. Oh, I'm in the wrong life.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
Oh, man, I just got makeup all over my phone case. Ow. Girl.
All right. Hi, muffins.
What?
I feel like we're being totally catolis.
It's been a long time. It's been like 2 or 3 weeks, right?
Minimum. Well, I haven't even vlog. I didn't even vlog last week.
Oh, that's right. Maybe that's why it feels extra long.
Yeah, and I didn't vlog in that Thursday beforehand. I don't even know what I've done.
Where am I?
I don't know. It has been a while,
Wow.
but we're here.
Yeah, let's not dwell on the past. Let's just look forward to the future.
So, I'm so happy to see everybody in the chat. That's what I keep getting distracted by, is seeing everybody. All of these pretty ladies. Ooh. So today's chat, we're going to do our normal, what we've been doing, what we're gonna do. Then we are going to do this little 5-question tag that Jessie from
Hold on. I am the worst with YouTube names, especially if they're more than like 2 words.
Yeah.
Journey to Health.
Weight Watchers Journey to Health.
Yes. Jessie from Weight Watchers Journey to Health.
Yeah, she tagged us in something, so we're just gonna do it here. It's just 5 questions, so it won't take long, and then we are going to get into the topic of the week that everybody in the Muffin Facebook group voted on.
Yeah.
So if you're not in that group, you should go get in that group so that way you can have input on a topic that we might be discussing.
Yep, you'll get all the secrets, all the secret sauces before everyone else.
Yeah.
Hi, Valerie. Hi, Tony. So do you want to talk about your week first, since you were gone?
Okay.
Or I can go first. It's up to you.
Why don't you go ahead and go first?
Okay. I had an awesome week because I went out of town and I pre-planned and did my absolute best even when I couldn't control the situation around me. And I maintained. I was up on the scale on Friday, technically like 0.7, but by Saturday I was back completely the same weight as I was the weekend before. So I consider that a maintain.
So weird how you always weigh less on Saturday.
I know, it's like my skinniest day, and it's like usually the day I have to go out in public too. So it's like, Hi, Erin. Welcome to your first live chat. Woo, woo,
woo! Yay!
So I didn't work out at all last week, but I don't know. The fact that I was able to go out of town, my husband wasn't with me, so really I could have gone banana pancakes on some banana pancakes, and I didn't. I held it together. That was a big victory. That was the first time in my entire life that I've gone out of town and made a plan and stuck to it and didn't have a gain, like a significant gain.
Yeah, you did good. And you talked through that whole plan too, and you were so upset about your weeklies going.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot my weeklies changed because I'm doing Simply Filling now, so I don't really use my weeklies now. But yeah, I was so upset because I had made that plan and I had changed the plan like 3 times, and I was like, no, we're gonna do this because it makes some sense. And then I go to like happily log my stuff in there, and Weight Watchers is like, oh, did you lose pounds last week? Well, haha, no weeklies for you.
Yeah, but I think that you handled it so good. So.
Yeah, I was telling Celia how I wanted to go into the app. There is a way, and I can't remember what the way is, but there's a way to like redo your app where your weeklies will pop back up. I've done it. I did it before but that I think was actually a glitch. But way like 30 pounds ago, it did that to me. It took my weeklies away, and I was like, there's no way that I'm down to that many weeklies, and I've like lost like 5 pounds. But I can't remember what I did. But I was like, I'm gonna go in there and figure out how to do it because this is crap, and I deserve my weeklies. And I was like, no, we're gonna accept our weekly fate because you are a short little muffin, And you probably do only get 35 weeklies now. Yes, camping food is really hard to resist. No. Oh.
Oh, because you are to me a little bit. So
am I glitching to anybody? You're fine for me.
Lag that you guys are seeing. Just want to double check. But anyway, so I can talk a little. Just started last week. So last week I went not camping. I went on vacation to Silverwood with my family, and it was a lot of fun. We were gone for 5 days.
They said we're glitching a little. Is it me or is it Celia? I mean, I guess it's me.
So
they said it's a lag, but that's usual, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. You look really glitchy to me.
Should I log back out? I mean, log out.
Okay, I guess.
All right, you keep talking about your week. I'll be right back. You got this. You went to the water park.
Okay.
All right, I'll be right back.
Oh my gosh. This is like that part in Wayne's World when Garth has to do the show by himself and he's like, I'm having a good time. Not. That's how it feels. Anyway, so my week was good. When I went, I took a lot of stuff for myself to eat, and I made good choices, but I also enjoyed some stuff while I was gone. I had to weigh in for work when I got back, so I don't know what I was thinking, but the night before, I drank one of those huge beers that I love, and I had all the pasta, and I weighed in, and it was horrible. And I thought to myself, like, well, this is it. You know, I'm done with Weight Watchers. I give up for like half of a second, but then I just made a plan, and I have my own little weight book now, and I'm being weighed at the Saturday morning meeting every week now, and that's going to help. So the person that's going to be weighing me is fabulous, and I love her to death. But yeah, so I'm gonna say my weight on here, but I'm not going to mention it in my vlog or anywhere else.
This is our safe space.
Because I mean, honestly, the people that watch this Muffin chat are kind of like our ride or dies. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like
they're our soul sisters.
Right, compared to the other stuff, like so anyway, it's actually really terrifying me to say out loud. But I weighed in at 179.6.
You have not gained all your weight back. Just remember that.
I know, and I try to take some comfort in the fact that that is still smaller than I had been as an adult in a really long time.
Yes.
But it's heartbreaking. I don't have any. I mean, I literally have no excuses. I wish I could be like, oh, I'm, you know, whatever. But it's not. It's me. I'm making the choices. I was being defiant with everything that I was putting in my mouth. I was like, I don't even care. I just want to eat and not think about any of this crap. I want to drink beers at night when I want to, and you know. But now I think that it was really a good thing for me. I'm very competitive. I have a very hard time letting people see weaknesses of mine, and so to be vulnerable at a meeting was very challenging. But it is a tool that I'm glad I took advantage of.
Yeah.
To have somebody who I trust very much is going to be weighing me each week. That's good. I'm glad I'm embracing it as something that's good and not something that is daunting. And I decorated the crap. If you guys saw Instagram, you see that I decorated the crap out of my success story today.
I am so jealous you get a little piece of paper. It makes me want to go to meetings just so you get to write it down.
Yeah. So anyway, that's helpful, and I've been doing really good so far. This weekend I was fabulous, and I meal prepped like I meal prepped last week, and it was very helpful a few times a week that I reached for it. But this week it is very, very strong. So it's like, oh, we're gonna meal prep every single day. My husband's doing it with me. We actually have gallon jugs of water that we each have to finish by the end of the day.
Not to pee so much.
Huh?
Not to pee so much.
I have been nonstop, and when I go to the bathroom, it's like pure clear. Like,
yeah, I actually think that the water really does help. Like if we're coming off of a binge or something, because like It helps.
Yeah, well, and I started my Teamy detox. I'll do what I can of it. I don't know how much of the Teamy skinny I have, how far it's going to push me, but I am cutting it with the Teamy energy, which is I'm no joke, guys. It's a fabulous company. I got all my work stuff done today on a Monday. But anyway, I actually see. I'm just saying, like, these are things that I know about myself, like, oh, I'm doing this, my head's in the game, is like I'm back to writing in my, so I have this Weight Watchers journal. You can buy this at your meetings. They go on sale pretty regularly, like for like $7. But I've been like going in and filling it out and, you know, like putting in all my stuff, you know, what's Simply Filling, what's not. I have my meal plan in the back. Like, so I have a plan. I feel like I've said this so many times on the channel, though, that I'm not trying to be a flake, but I can't deny the fact that I'm a binge eater, and I'm so addicted to food that when I'm not eating food, I want to watch people eat food. I watch those mukbang shows all the time of people eating huge amounts of food, and then I go eat huge amounts of food. So I'm not doing that anymore this week. I'm not watching any more of those shows. She even had a new one. My favorite had a new one come out today, and I did not click on it.
You gotta watch vegan videos, because that's what I do. It makes me want to eat vegetables.
Well, I actually feel fine. I've been full. Like, so the weekend I counted points, and during the week, based on just like my meal plan, I'm doing Simply Filling. So because I gained weight, I got a ton of weeklies back, which was very beneficial for Simply Filling, but I do want to try not to get into them.
I'm so jealous of them.
So I'm just
yeah, I think the consensus in there in the chat is that, you know, and your struggle is something I think we all have struggled with. And then I think even when you reach lifetime, you are not the only one that has, like, I think that's a common problem when you go from having to have a goal, push, get through, and then you make it. It's really hard to keep up that motivation, you know?
Yeah. Well, and you're coming in like almost next month. So I'm going to pretend this is September and you're coming next month. Like, that sounds so exciting to say. That I want to be able to enjoy, like, to be able to enjoy going out and stuff and not be like, you worked so hard and now you're here able to enjoy these things and not feel bad. And I am. Like, I have a lot of reasons why I want to do what I want to do, but I just couldn't, I don't know. And I'm just hoping that this is the time, because I felt really motivated like a month ago, like really on top of it, but it's different now in the sense that my husband's on board. Yeah. I'm actually meal prepping. So, well, and the fact that I now have accountability of weighing in every week.
Yeah, I think all of these tools have like fallen into place at the exact right time, because you've been sort of like on and off struggling for a couple months now, and now you have your husband backing you up. You've got the accountability of that awesome lady at your meeting. I think you got all the tools in place, you know? Yeah.
So I think that that's all, it all feels really good. I'm tired of waking up determined and going to bed defeated.
Yeah.
You know? I've had that feeling every day for like months. Like, I wake up like, this is the day, we're going to do this. And then when I go to bed at night, it's like, you failed in every way possible, but tomorrow's a new day. And I did that every day. I did that cycle, and it sucks, man.
Yeah. And I think that just having that cycle keep repeating itself doesn't do anything for your motivation, you know, because it just makes you feel like you're not getting anywhere. You're treading water.
Yeah. You know? But I feel good. I feel really happy. I actually feel a little bit lighter. Maybe it'll reflect on the scale, telling you guys how much I weigh, because I've been really so ashamed.
Maybe just getting it off your conscience.
I just feel so ashamed. Like, I was like, just last couple of months ago, or not even a couple of months ago, like, I was so upset because I was 160. I'm like now 10 pounds heavier than that. Like, come on. You know, it's so hard. It's so hard to say that and to feel so undeserving of like any credit that I have. Like, I look at my Weight Watchers name tag and I'm so embarrassed, you know, like that it's, but I did lose that weight in 2016. That's not a lie. I just gained some of it back in 2017 and not treat me right.
No, I just think, I honestly, I can't remember if I said this in a vlog last week, but I just honestly feel like weight loss is not, it doesn't end when you reach lifetime. You just have to readapt to a different form of it, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a struggle for the rest of our lives to try and battle it, you know?
Yeah. But it's been, I mean, it's good. I have so much support in every avenue of my life, like on Facebook, like from, you know, the people that are friends on, you know, social media, like on YouTube, Facebook, all of that. And then plus my job is nothing but people talking about Weight Watchers and all this stuff. And now I feel like my home life is getting back to that too. So it's not like this thing that I'm putting outward and not a lot's happening inside of my own space. So now it's all coming into my own space, which is really good. So anyway, I'm not trying to I feel like I've like totally hijacked this little segment.
No, it's fine.
So what are your plans for this week?
This week I'm doing Simply Filling. Today was my first day back on Simply Filling, and I'm doing an hour of activity a day. I am like so motivated to lose these last 20 pounds so that I can enjoy my time when I get there with you and be as close as possible. So I got up this morning and I walked 45 minutes, and then my husband and I went swimming, and that's kind of going to be the plan. Like, I need to hit my water. This is my 4th one today. This little green thing makes me want to drink water, so I'll be carrying it around. But drink water and hit the gym, or 2 workouts a day, and stick to Simply Filling. So hopefully I'll have a loss this week.
Is Chris? I'll type that.
But yeah, what else is going on this week? Yeah, and I'm not gonna have any social plans because I feel like, am I glitchy?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Sorry, I just didn't want him to be on the computer and we say that and he'd be like, "Frat, Celia."
Let me ask him.
I don't know, but yeah. But you did, I mean, great today. Got out and walked, and you went to the Gime, and
yeah, I felt, and what's funny is I don't know why. I mean, I know why I quit walking, mostly because it's hot. I can't stand to be hot, and in Georgia in the summer, you know, it's 90 degrees at like 7 a.m. So it hasn't been feeling as hot. So
yeah,
time to get out there and get moving.
Working out for me right now is like, it's definitely part of my plan. It's something that I want to be doing. I feel like I've tried so many things. I've tried like not starting with working out, back to basics. Like I've tried all of these weird things, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just try and go when I go and incorporate activity and set little goals for myself that way, you know?
I think it's best to not look at like, oh gosh, this is how far I've fallen. I think it's to set a small goal. Like, I want to lose 2 pounds this week, you know, because when you look at the big picture, it feels very daunting and it feels like you'll never get there. But if you make little baby goals and just hit them
while like the weight loss is super important to me and I want to lose the weight, like right now, I just want that feeling back more than anything. That like, which I have like felt like, you know, this weekend I felt excited and comfortable, you know, in the program, you know, which is good, you know, like just like ready to do it. It feels kind of like the first time, but
feels like the very first time.
Yeah, so I am not going to weigh myself until my weigh-in on Saturday. I'm going to be going by that scale only with clothes on. Whatever I weigh in the morning was what I weigh there. I'm not going to weigh myself on my scale and torture myself between the two. It's just stupid. So, and that's why I reset my weekly weigh-in on my thing. I set it to Saturday as my weigh-in. So all my weeklies will be restarting. I will be ending the week on Friday. So
that's good.
Well,
I should fix mine to Saturday so I can be skinnier.
Yeah, watch, and then you'll start weighing in skinnier on Sunday. It's just gonna keep inching you forward.
Keep moving it. It's like, no, I'm always skinniest on the 8th day.
Yeah, it's always on the 8th day. It doesn't matter about that.
Am I glitchy still?
Yeah, but it's not terrible. I mean, I can still see enough of your beautiful face and hear your what is that? Is Trill happy? Trill voice?
I thought Trill was like,
That's not what I mean. That's not what I meant. I meant, you know, like your sing-songy voice. I can still hear it.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. Well, my husband, as usual, is not answering any of his phones, so I don't know. If I'm glitchy, I'm sorry.
We'll work through it. But yeah, so I'm just, as always, so grateful to you and so grateful to those. I mean, even when I was just kind of like trucking through the weeks, like the people that were still invested on videos and stuff are awesome. Just
yeah, it keeps us going to have a support group, especially when you're in a struggle.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but should we get started on that tag?
Let's tag it, girl.
Boom. Tag
It's just a quick little tag, and it's only 5 questions. So you want to just jump in?
Let's do it.
All right. So the first question is, which 3 YouTubers inspire you? You want me to go first? Since we watch the same people.
Probably is going to be exactly the same.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Molly.
Yes.
From Weight Watchers Wifey. And we'll link them down below, but you guys probably know who they are. Kim from Fit and Fabulous Mama. She's Mama now. Show. She is like a bright, sparkly.
Lori still inspires me too. I love her.
I know. I wish she'd still post.
All right. No pressure.
No pressure. Sorry, now I'm off my train.
You said Lori, and you said Molly.
Yes. All right, you pick 2, and then I'll think of one by then.
Well, those are 2 for me as well. But I also have to say Jessie from the person that tagged us in this thing.
Yes, she does the best videos.
Well, and her stuff is always like, I mean, she's like pumping out like stuff all the time, man. Like
lots of good content. Yeah, constant content that's useful. It's not just like blubber.
She's devoted. Yeah. I love her. Is there ones that aren't on YouTube? Is that another question, or is?
No, it's only YouTube.
Okay, well, what is the name of that chick? I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I use chick in the highest regard. The one that is so Miranda Weight Watchers or whatever, and she's on Instagram, and she's got the twang and the blonde hair and the adorable boys. I love that girl.
I need to watch more of her stuff. I don't know how, but I don't watch a lot of her stuff.
I watch all of her Instagram stories. Every time I see her little icon in there, I'm like, yes, queen. And I click it because she's hysterical. I love her.
I need to check her out.
She's like always on her like treadmill, like doing some old school hip hop. And she posted this whole string of like her nephew trying to go down a slip and slide and failing over and over again, like flipping and all this stuff. I was crying. She's so good. So, okay, so those are our 3.
Right. Okay, so second question. What 3 things are you good at? Do you want me to go first?
Yep.
Sorry, I thought my husband was going to come in and help me, but he wasn't.
No, not today, Satan.
I think I'm good. I think I'm a good friend. I think I'm good at being a friend.
I second that note.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty like I'm a solid friendle.
I say 3 things about you that I think you're really good at. Okay. I don't think you're very good at like boasting about yourself.
I should be better. I'm just kidding. Yeah, okay, you go first then.
I think that you are super good at being really nice all the time. Like about any situation, you can find some way to be kind to somebody about it. Even if someone is being a total butthole, you can find a way to see some good side in them, which is really amazing.
Yeah, that's true. I do find all of the light in most of the buttholes.
Oh my gosh. She finds a light in the butthole.
So it's a rare butthole that I can't find light in.
Make shirts that has to be one of them that says find a light in every butthole. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. So I also that you are so incredibly crafty. I feel like you'll be like, oh, I think I'm gonna try needlepoint. And then like the next day you have the Mona Lisa needle pointed on something. And I'm like, how do you even do
Celia,
that?
I'm gonna tell you my secret to needle point and that. It's because I have so much time on my hands.
Oh my God, stop it. You weren't as tired. Oh my gosh. And what else do I think that you're really good at? Well, aside from slaying on makeup all day,
Oh, come on now.
I just think that you are also very good at like pretty much like I know that kind of falls under the crafting thing, but it's like any homesteading thing imaginable. You're just like super good at it. Like I feel like you could have your own Pinterest.
I would love it'd be called Cherie Trist.
Well, any kind of little projects that you do, like, or that you like think of, you like are really super good at it. I love it.
Yeah, I'm pretty crafty. I'm into that. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Everyone, oh yeah, chicken raising. Yes, this is true.
Homesteading, that kind of stuff. She's like super, super good at it. And she's also really good at like making her friend feel like she's not a worthless turd.
You are never a worthless turd. You are the goldenest of all the turds.
See, look at that. She's so good at it.
Okay, I don't know if I can pick just 3 for you. Let's see. The first thing is you're effing hilarious. Like,
you're
so funny. Like so funny. If I'm having any sort of bad day, Celia can make a joke about something so small that it just cracks me up. Or she can send me a meme of something. It just cracks me up.
That is one skill of mine, though, a side-by-side.
Yeah. What is that called? It's not a meme. It's a...
I don't know. But if I see people and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I know who this person reminds me of. And I send her side-by-sides. I'm super good at it. I will show you guys one that I recently did.
Yeah, it's uncanny how maybe...
I will post it in the Muffin Facebook group. And when you see it in there, you'll know.
Yeah, you'll know the secret of why it's just shown up. Let's see. Another thing is you are like a true ride or die person. Like you're no bullshit. You give it to people straight. You own up to things and you're not afraid to speak your mind, which is something that I feel I lack. It's hard for me to express things like the way that I'm feeling about things, but you have no trouble doing it. So like, I feel like I get some strength from you. Like it feeds off on me. And I'm like, yeah, what Celia said. Like,
we work together in that way. But I don't, it's not because you're a chicken that you don't say anything. It's not a cowardice thing. It's because you care about other people's feelings.
Yeah, it hurts me to hurt other people.
Which isn't a bad thing.
For myself, yeah.
Like, of course I don't want to hurt other people, but if you talk bad about me or anybody I care about, then I don't care about anything that you feel anymore.
That's what I'm saying. I love that about you. I just think that's you're strong. I think that's amazing. And let's see. What can I say on this show?
I do have a lot of strengths that are not rated E for everybody.
That's true. But I think that you are an amazing mother. I think that's like, I know you don't give yourself enough credit. Don't make that face. You don't give yourself enough credit for all of the hard work that you do for your family and having 3 kids and doing special little things for them. And if I had kids, I would want to be a mom like you.
All right, that's enough of that. I can't even handle this anymore. I'm like getting emotional, Sheree. Stop it.
I just love you. I don't think 3 things is enough things.
All right.
Oh, they said Celia makes awesome product reviews. I agree. Celia is the master of making product reviews. And she is the master of finding the coolest stuff at the thrift store that I would never even look into. Like I would never even look in the bin. She'll find all the treasure.
I do. I find all the treasure. I do. It's like slowly engulfing my life. And it's because I film all the videos for it that I put everything in that one space. And so I'm scared to move it until I'm like, I have to make a video. And then it never leaves that room. So then it's just piles of cool things.
What's even better is that's going to be the room I'm sleeping in. So I'm going to be surrounded by like toys from my childhood. And I'll be like, something's talking.
Totally. It's going to be like your own thrift store in there.
I'm going to wake you up with that little thing with all the cards in it. I'm just going to put it in your face and put a card in it.
Oh.
You guys are so sweet.
Yeah, you guys are really sweet. Thank you.
Oh, wait, there's one more question now that we're done, you know, talking about how awesome we are. What three, oh God, that was only question number 2.
Okay, you gotta go faster.
What 3 things are you excited about? I'm excited to come and visit you, uno. I'm excited to go to the beach, dos. And I'm excited that it's about to be fall because your girl is hot and sweaty all the time.
Oh God, I'm excited. I'm excited for The Tick that's coming out on Amazon. It's a re-release of a show that I loved in a comic book strip as a child. I'm very excited about that. I'm excited about Shri coming. That should be my number 1. Tick does not take precedence over Shri. I'm just panicking right now. And I'm excited for dinner, to be honest.
That's a great thing to be excited about. If I hadn't already eaten, I would be excited about dinner.
There's not a lot coming up.
Just holding it in.
Just you and Halloween and you. Everything encompassing when you're going to be here is going to be
amazing. That's all 3. That's all 3. That's all I'm excited about. All right, number 4. What do you do to relax?
Well, in Washington, there's other things that you can do to relax that are not okay.
That you can't do in Georgia because we're in the vibrant
States. I'm just joking, guys. Hugs before drugs. So to relax, what do I like?
Can you relax? Do you ever get to relax?
No, I really don't. But what I do is I watch ASMR videos. I love tapping sounds, and I watch this gentle whispering chick. That's fantastic. So I love ASMR videos. I like listening to those. I go to the thrift store by myself without anybody touching me or talking to me.
Going to any store probably without anybody with you is probably relaxing.
Yes, and binge watch. I have lately been relaxing to The Girls Next Door.
I'm so jealous.
That show is it's like one of those things that you're kind of embarrassed to say, and then when someone's like, I love that show, you're like, me too!
I love that show!
I know! So I play video games as well when I want to relax, and I read comic books. So those are my relaxed times. I do play video games. And I play video games on my phone too. I have a My Little Pony game on my phone that I can like totally like dive into.
I do all like the very basic girl things. Like I read a book on my porch. I have a cup of coffee. I walk around the garden. I snuggle some chickens. I go get coffee with my husband. I take a nap.
Oh my God.
My whole life is relaxing.
When I come and visit you, that's all I'm going to do though. So it's going to be fabulous.
That's right. When you come, you can nap in the afternoon. We can go get coffee.
It's going to be so good. Oh my gosh. Last time I visited Shri,
you go to the bathroom by yourself?
I brought a very small child with me, which was not relaxing. We listened to a lot of the Gummy Bear song.
And I tried to kill him.
With cornbread.
I tried to murder him with Southern cornbread. I'm an excellent person to have around your children.
Oh.
And then the last question is just to tag people. So we'll do that in the down bar when we post the video.
Yes.
Or I guess we could name some people real quick. If you want to name like 2 people and I'll name 2 people. We'll do it in the down bar.
In the down dar. We'll do it in the because I'm not good at remembering people's names. You know who I do want to do it is oh gosh, what's the name of her channel? Crap is art.
We're terrible at this game.
We're super bad. I can't remember her channel name. That Anya, what's her channel name? I want her to do it.
Oh yeah, I don't know her channel name.
Maybe Anya Losing. We'll tag everybody down below.
Yeah.
I love that girl, by the way.
Yeah, I want to see Anya and Alexa do this.
She is so funny.
Oh, you guys are so sweet.
Oh.
Okay, so that's the end of the tag. All right, so now we're going to talk about our Facebook group topic.
Topic of the week.
I know, with these lights on, like I had to put my hair up. I'm getting sweaty.
God, the sweat. I got the sweats. Yeah, so the topic of the week, do you want to say what it is?
Yes, let me double check it. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
God, I can't find. I thought I had a hair tie.
Oh, all right. I don't remember the exact wording of it, but it's how you deal with, recuperate from, or avoid a binge. So like just binges, like how do you deal with them when they come on? How do you recover afterwards? If you feel one coming on, do you have any tips for avoiding them? That sort of deal.
Right.
Let me know in the comments below if that is not the correct question, because she's in here.
I think it was just the topic in general is binging. Binging is it's, you know, and the thing is, so just I think one clarification is that you don't have to binge to be overweight. There are plenty of people that have weight issues that aren't binge eaters that I know, like that say that, you know, like I don't have a problem with binge eating. I just, you know, eat in excess and don't work out, or they have an issue. You know what I mean? Like, I think binge eating is very
Broad.
Yeah, I think it can be very specific. So I just didn't want anybody to feel like we're saying that if you are overweight, then you are a chronic binge eater or something. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, you can be a binger at any stage of your weight loss.
Right.
You can have a binge, not be a binger. Does that make sense? Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
maybe we should break it down. So like, yeah, instead of making it broad. So what do you do when you feel a binge coming on? Put that puff away.
I can't help it. I just remembered this is the one that has the puppy surprise inside of it.
It's a surprise!
I got distracted. There was a surprise.
That thing binged on puppies.
Yes. Okay.
So what do you have any tips for when you feel a binge coming on?
Okay. So when I am doing good and I hear that, the first thing I think is that I have to be honest and recognize the language that I speak when it's binge time. You know what I mean? There are very specific things that I tell myself. There are reasons why I excuse that something is okay. There are ways that I convince myself that this is not a binge. I am treating myself. Mm-hmm. So I think that those, first and foremost, are the most important things to recognize, because that takes a level of commitment to your journey to be that honest with yourself. Mm-hmm. Kind of painful because you feel really weak in that space. Like, why am I, this is what I do? Like, it's so hard to play both the devil and the angel on your own shoulders.
Yeah.
But that's really the only way to recognize if you are binging or not, is if you're able to get past your own bullshit.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times we don't recognize that it's coming on is because we are so good at convincing ourselves that we are not binge eating. We are in control of what we are doing and it is okay.
Yeah. Like, it's just a snack. That's how it starts.
I deserve this. I'm going to treat myself. These are things that that are definitely true. There are ways to treat yourself and be okay with it, but that's also things that we use to tell ourselves that to accept it, to make that first bite happen, you know, to make that first step happen. We give ourselves a good enough reason for it.
Yeah. I agree.
So I think that, and that's where the part that is now for me a challenge is I will recognize that dialogue I have with myself. I'm going to treat myself, or I'm starting over tomorrow, or I will say so many things to myself, and I will be okay with me lying to myself about it. I'll mm-hmm. recognize and be like, okay, you're setting yourself up to eat like shit for the rest of the night. And I'm not taking the reins to do anything different about it. I instead just go with it.
Yeah.
But I do feel progress, because if you would have asked me a year and a half ago, why, you know, do I consider myself a binge eater? I would say no, even while I was holding my pre-funk my McDouble from McDonald's on my way home to go eat dinner. I would tell you, no, I'm not binge eating. I didn't have enough lunch.
Yeah. I'm still hungry.
I'm, you know, whatever.
That's a good point. Sherry said if you hide it, it's a binge. And that's very true. I feel like when I binge, I don't like sit in front of my husband and eat a whole bag of chips. I go in our bedroom and have secret snacks. Now these are behaviors I haven't had in a while, but this is in the past. I would make it a point to go to a fast food place when I was out, when he wasn't in the car. I would have snacks that were just mine that I would hide in the back of the cabinet, and then when he was at work, I'd eat them. Or I'd have them hidden in my little bedside table so I could eat them in secret, you know, and that's when the binge behavior is, I think, more hard to say no to, is when you've already put all those little sneaky sneaks into place. So they're there for you like a good friend, like a good neighbor. Your snacks are there.
I always struggle. And I have called Cherie so many times when I'm driving in my car because I don't want to go through a fast food place.
Yes.
You know, I've called you so many times being like, I have to call you because I'm on my way home and I don't want to stop and get something to eat. Sometimes it's that hard for me. Like if no one's watching me, I will stuff a wrapper. I will hide a wrapper so my husband doesn't know that I ate something before I got home.
Oh yeah. I have so done that, like so many times. Well, not recently, not since, you know, my Weight Watchers lifestyle, but old Cherie, that's like what I would do. My favorite thing, and I don't even, like, it's not like I have a whole lot of people to hide it from. It's just my favorite thing to do was eat alone. And like, I would go and get like fast food, and I would get an obnoxious amount of fast food. Not like, oh, I'm going to get a number one. I get like a number one and then a 10-piece nugget and a dessert and a large Coke. Yes. Okay. And then I would come home and I would watch a movie that hits me in the squishes, like one of my like feel good movies. And I would stuff my face and watch my favorite movie. And that was like the best day of my life. Like so fun.
Up until I started Weight Watchers, I never bought just one thing off of the dollar menu.
Yeah. Yeah. Or went to like Chick-fil-A and didn't get a whole meal, just got an entree item. Like
totally. But I would eat like two things. Like I would eat a double cheeseburger and a McChicken. Like I would never go to someone's house and like sit down and eat two burgers. You know what I mean? Like, oh, can I have a chicken sandwich and a burger? Like,
yeah, no, it's my secret fat kid behavior.
Totally. I think the other part to that is having triggering friends. So I have friends that I know if I go out and hang out with them that I'm going to eat my face off and I'm not going to care.
Yeah.
And I just made a commitment to myself about this, that there is specifically a group of my friends that's what they like to do, is get together and eat the junkiest of junk. Go to the candy store, get all you can eat sushi, go do all this stuff, eat pancakes. Like that's what they like to do, is get together and eat a ton of stuff and just junk out and not think about anything, you know, just be in that moment. And I had to make a commitment to myself that I'm not going to go do that. I'm not going to go hang out. If I'm going to go hang out with them, we're going to go rollerblading or something else. That's not like that, because Master Stupid was
He's gone.
Bye, Master Stupid. He's banned.
You got no chances.
So, and for me as well, my husband was a really big trigger person for me, because the second that he would say, well, let's just go do this, I wouldn't try to make the best choice wherever we were going. I would just go I would just go hard.
Mm-hmm. And that's true. I think avoiding people or situations where you are influenced in a negative way, and don't you don't have to stop being friends with them. Just limit the activities, or you control the activities and say, hey, I really want to hang out with you. Let's go do something that's not food, or let's just go get coffee, you know, and that kind of thing. Like, kind of like my husband and I made a decision that our social events, we have to work it around us eating before we go, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to leave the house, because all of our friends are doing fun, yummy stuff, you know?
Right. So I think all of these things are super important to realize before a binge happens, to pay attention to those things. The key factors that are, you know, external forces that cause a binge, you know, people that you hang out with, social situations that are very specific to that. Like if you are going to go out and have drinks and you know you're going to hit Jack in the Box or Taco Bell on your way home from getting drinks, those kind of things. That way you can make a plan for yourself. Also the dialogue that we have in our own mind about it, because we are by ourselves, you know, and that's the time when it's the hardest. Yeah. So that's all the pre-binge stuff. So now we can talk about what happens when we're in it, when we haven't been able to work ourselves out of that situation and we end up in a binge. So what are some things that you guys do? One thing I do is I say, screw it, and I go hard. It's not the best solution, but I'm just being honest that is one way that I get through a binge.
Yeah, I usually eat until I feel like I'm sick. Like I'm like, like at the end of the binge, I'm like, I physically feel like that was the worst decision of my life. Like,
Yeah. And this is not something I recommend. I'm not saying like use this as a solution. Just keep going till you barf. I'm just saying that is realistically one of the things that I do when I'm in that mode is I feel I'm like this ravenous creature that has to get all their system. That is the unhealthy approach to it.
yeah.
So, but on the healthier sides of it, the very few times I've been able to pull myself out of it, it's only been because I remember for 1 second that I can stop at any time.
Yeah.
And whether I get that brief little bit of tidbit from Cherie or just like a weird moment of blindness when I look up from my burger and I see the light, that helps. You know,
yeah, I'm trying to remember the last time I was in a binge. But see, I think it's a lot easier in my situation because there's only 2 of us in the house. We're both dieting. We don't bring stuff in the house that's that bingey. So like even if I overdo it on something, it's like Cheerios. That's like yummy, you know, or popcorn. So I think that is key. There was a suggestion in there to not bring stuff in the house. That will help if you can control the stuff around you. Keep your binges sort of healthy. Like you can overdo it on any food, but at least make it a food that's not super terrible.
Have somebody you can reach out to that you're not embarrassed to be honest with.
Yeah, someone who's not going to make you feel bad.
I can call Cherie, like I said, on the way home while I'm going to go stop and get something to eat while I am face deep in a burrito. Doesn't matter what stage of whatever I'm in, ugly, pretty, solid, soft, she's there for me. Like, and I know that I can be like, I'm a mess. I'm sloppy right now. Just talk to me. And
sometimes all you need is a distraction.
Yeah.
Like just to break your thought process a little bit. You know what I mean? Like call someone and just be like, hey, you know, talk to me for a second. I'm having a rough day.
Revisit why it is that you are doing what you're doing. As far as why are you wanting to lose weight? I think that a lot of times when we first start, it's just like, I just want to lose weight. I want to look really good. I want to be like thin. And that sometimes doesn't translate throughout our lives as being really that important. So food will, in a moment where food is a big deal, it will become the bigger deal. You know, think about why it is you're doing it, add a little bit of weight to it, give it an anchor. So that way, you know, when it comes up, you're able to remind yourself of it and it weighs more than your desire for food. Are you here?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, sorry. I was answering and thinking at the same time. It's hard for me. Yeah, I was thinking they're mentioning ways that you can avoid a binge. And I do think that like calling someone, having a hobby or getting out of the house, especially if it's a situation where the food is in your house, I throw it away. Actually, I do remember that's the last time I had a binge. It was when I made those cookies and I ate like 6 of them. And I was like, if I do not do something, I'm going to eat this whole box of cookies. And I threw them away. I threw them all in the trash can.
I've done that too. I have like mutilated a bag of chips and thrown them in the trash. So that way I couldn't even retrieve them from the trash because I will. Mm-hmm. I'm like not above telling you guys that I will become a freaking raccoon in a binge. Yeah, I will get
I do the same thing at restaurants, guys. When we are done with chips, Mexican food, it is hard for me to stay away from that chips and salsa bowl. I will pour salt all over, salt and pepper all over those chips or water, something to where I'm not going to want to eat them anymore or I can't. Same thing with the bread. If they bring the bread out, I get my serving. And if nobody at the table cares, then I destroy it to where I won't eat it.
It's also helpful to be like, please don't bring out bread.
Yeah.
So to say that, I mean, a lot of times we always put people around us in front of us. Like, I don't want to inconvenience them and ruin their meal because they can't have bread. Like, if I was there with my husband, I'd be like, well, can you just have them bring out one breadstick for you or something? Yeah. You know, it's okay to put yourself like, why, you know what I mean? We do that so often. Like if I went to dinner with my husband, I wouldn't want to be like, hey, oh, don't bring out breadsticks because I wouldn't want to inconvenience him. But it's inconveniencing me to have them brought to the table. So why is you know, it's okay to not, you know, to find a compromise and not put everybody else's needs in front of yours, you know?
Yeah. And it's good to always go into those sort of situations with your why in mind. Like when I went to Red Lobster this weekend. I love those Cheddar Bay biscuits. I can kill probably a whole basket by myself, but I told myself that I could have one, maybe two, and I had my one, and then I was like, oh, I'm going for the second one, and I just pushed them over to my mom, and I was like, don't let me have any more. I've had my two. Tracked and move on. Yes, put cake in the garbage and pour soap on it. Yes.
I know, and I think that's like something that we, you know, do is we just like try to like we get so embarrassed by our behaviors that we just like I think getting them out and sharing them is a big deal.
Yeah. So so let's say the binge has already happened. The damage has been done. Are there any things that you do to recoup a little bit the next day? I do. I have my little tricky tricks.
Well, I usually when I'm done, I'm not going to I never tell myself you can't eat anything else for the rest of the day. Instead, I just try to eat very light. But I do not try to tell myself don't eat anything for this day because it really doesn't work out. It just puts me into another binge.
Yeah.
I
do. I try. Well, my binges are usually always late at night. I love to go to bed with a really full stomach. It's always been that way. Like bedtime snack is my thing. So if I've had a binge, I usually just go to sleep. Usually just eat myself into sleep. But the next day I will chug water. I have some detox tea that I drink. This was before skinny tea. It's like this
before skinny tea.
Yeah. I haven't binged in a really long time. I can't remember the name of it, but it's I think it's Yogi tea, but it's blueberry something. Anyway, I drink that, or I have some sort of other herbal tea, peppermint tea, just to sort of cleanse my sins. And then I just eat really light the next day. And I mean, it happened. Don't beat yourself up about it. You can't go back in time and change it. Just write it, track it, go. I mean, own it.
Yeah, that's it. You just need to be gentle with yourself when you're in that state because it's such a fragile place to be. Guilt tripping ourselves does not work. We're not going to eat better because we want to be, because we yell at ourselves and tell ourselves bad things.
Yes.
So and even if it did work, is that the relationship you want with yourself? Not me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think once I've binged, it's super easy to just give up and say I'll start next week. So don't do that. You have to tell yourself no.
You can push it off too. I'll start over in the morning.
Tomorrow.
Over Monday. Next week,
Yeah, my favorite thing is Monday. That used to always be my excuse is, oh, I've already screwed up today. The rest of the week is pretty much screwed up. I'll just eat whatever I want and start Monday. Now Friday is my Monday. So like I can't, I have to start over on Friday.
Track it. Yeah, that's a big one.
That was a big one because I think
it's hard.
When we first started Weight Watchers, it takes a while to get into tracking anyway, but there was definitely a few months there where I would eat something definitely not on plan. And I'd just be like, well, if I don't track it, it didn't happen. So
funny because nobody sees it but you.
I know. Nobody sees it.
It's not like you have to turn it in like a paper each week. Nobody sees your track log.
But I was like, yeah, well, it didn't really count, or I didn't really have, that much, but now if you track it and you're honest with yourself and you can see it, I think that's a big eye opener too, is to go, holy crap, I just ate, 18 servings of chips. Like that's a big number to see. And then you can wheel it in the next day.
Well, and it solidifies it too in your mind, like the feelings that you feel when you're like something about like writing something down, and then it's like a process. It's like you feel it, you write it. It's like makes it a little bit more like lasting, I think.
Yeah.
Or you track it, however you do it. Right. Yeah. Lisa, it's sound advice is that because the way that this program is set up, it's not to restrict you. So if you do want a piece of cake, they would much rather you had a portion controlled amount of cake. And if your mind is in a position where you're going to come back from it. But the binging, that happens when you are not being mindful and when you're not, working it as a program. So if we really just trust the program and do these little things, it's so funny. It's not like this, we talk about it in the meeting all the time, that all or nothing mindset. Mm-hmm. Either we're on plan totally or we're not, like boom, it's all or nothing. And there's just no need for it.
Yeah. And I think that's part of like combating binges is to get control of the things you can control and then working them to make it better. You know, like don't just say I had this one bad thing, I'm gonna have all the bad things. Just have that one bad thing and then just move on to the next and try and get better.
Mm-hmm. I think it might be helpful too if we don't look at foods as being good or bad. You know,
Yeah.
taking a little bit of that out of it, just being like, I think that we just put a lot of like weight on foods, but you know, like a good and evil versus, you know.
Yeah, and any food can be evil if you abuse it.
Exactly.
You can't overdo it on carrots.
Can you?
No, I'm saying you can.
I can't even get 5 baby carrots in and feel okay. I'm like,
I eat one whole carrot and I'm like, ooh, that is a lot of carrot.
Yeah, I hate carrots.
I love carrots.
I like carrots, but I like ranch more. So it's basically just a vessel to get ranch in my face.
Basically, it's just crunchy ranch.
It doesn't even matter about the carrot. I mean, it could be celery, it could be whatever. They're all just vessels for ranch for me.
Yeah. I mean, everything in this life is a vessel for ranch. Tater tots, potatoes. Ooh, speaking of potatoes, I bought this seasoning that's Frank's Red Hot seasoning, but it's in powder form, so it's 0 calories. And I put it on my potatoes tonight and had fat-free ranch with it. Oh, so good.
I need to go find some fat-free ranch, even though I don't. Oh, no, I don't. I'm just going to go get some fat-free sour cream and make my own because that is so good.
I was going to say, that's what I've been doing is just doing it with sour cream. It's yum.
Yes, it's yum.
All right. I think we covered all the binges.
I think we covered everything we wanted to cover. And we did it in less than an hour.
Gosh, we're good.
We're so good. I'm like really hot now. I was like freezing beforehand and I'm like really hot.
I hope you're not getting a fever.
My son's got a cold, so I might have a little bit of the ickies, but it's not terrible. I have nothing else. But my cheeks are all pink and stuff now too.
You are flushed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so rosy.
But I will still be on track and I will be vlogging tomorrow.
Yes, girl. We will see that beautiful face tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, you guys should really see how Sheree and I answer the phone with each other. It is so horrific.
You ready?
Oh, go ahead. You go first.
Okay. Wait. You got to get closer because I think that's good because the phone is like this close.
Okay, and then
bye.
That's usually, those are the faces that we give each other.
Or we have a real close up of our nostril.
Oh yeah, we go into the nose. We go hard into the nose. We are so beautiful.
We are classy. Like, you guys just don't know how classy we are.
Beautiful. All right.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Sorry it took us so long to make a chat. You know, life happens. But we will see you tomorrow. Well, Celia will, and I will be doing it on Instagram. So I'll see you guys tomorrow as well. And we'll put all the links below when this video is live. And we'll see you next week.
See you next week. Bye, guys. Bye. Oh, wait. It's been so long. I forgot how to stop it.